How are we going to do against Bama? I guess we'll find out. Okay. Hi, we're obviously lively and awake this morning. Please go to joinmyquiz.com. Enter that code to join. Listen, you don't have to put in your real name. You can be anonymous. As I learned the hard way, please don't put anything inappropriate. Okay, like things that I can interpret as I'm not an idiot. Okay, please don't do that. I actually use this information. Okay, so go to that website. You can do it on your phone. It's easy. Enter that code. Grant, your face is suspicious.
I'm already in. It's fine.
It's always the dudes. You have 3 more. One more. Who's still coming? Everybody? Everybody in? Morons. That's right. Life is pain. Talk about that today. All right, cool. Thank you for resisting your 3rd grade urge to put in stupid names. Okay, here's how this is going to work. It will show up on your device. Don't worry about the screen. That doesn't matter. Some people get confused. This is like Kahoot, but Kahoot started charging, so basically the same thing. All right. You have a question. I think all of them, you have about 10 seconds to answer, which is plenty. I think there's 1 or 2 that might be a little longer. It gives you like 20 seconds. Okay. Please answer honestly and truthfully. Can we do that? Okay. And again, I think there's like 26, 28 questions, something like that. We don't have any non-regs in here, so we're good. Okay. All right, we good? You ready? Okay, it'll be on your screen. Okay. you. I mean, obviously I have some of your names, so. A little worried about the end there? Mm-hmm. Yes, it's anonymous. With me 1 second. All right, here we go. Let's see how you did. Okay. Most cadets in the Corps are aligned in their thinking. All right. So we all don't agree right away. Okay. Who said yes? Alex? 3? Should be several more of you. Why? Why do you think that? Why?
I think people come from all different backgrounds, but they all had the same sort of kind of interests and why they wanted to join the Corps. Not everybody is the same, but I think there is a lot of similarity.
Okay. All right. Alex?
Because I think compared to any other, compared to like any other group of people, like the cool people line they were thinking, like it took 5 seconds for everyone to start worshiping the bird at the last football game.
Okay.
Literally just a bird.
All right. Who said no? Why? Laura? Different views about what?
How to train or like how to do that.
Okay. Cool. Who else? Kennedy?
Some people are willing to be organized and some people aren't.
Okay. Good. All right. I'll take it. We can't even decide on a taco place. By the way, if anybody puts taco casa, I make them leave the class immediately. It's literally just a test. This is the only question you can get wrong. Okay. Interesting. Where's my one mad taco?
Right here.
Why? Why?
It's just better.
The tortillas?
No, it's this one taco.
Just one.
This one taco. It's the only taco I got, but it's better than anything I've had at Torchy's.
Okay. They make their own tortillas. They're pretty legit. Or what do they call them? Flatbread or whatever. Their sauce is terrible. It's hot, like warm temperature hot.
Oh.
You like that?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I don't
It's
remember
terrible.
salsa.
I think mainly the reason you guys pick Fuego is because they're open latest.
Well, the tortillas are really good too. They also
They're fast, it's cheap, and they have the Dr. Pepper California. It's not cheap.
Yeah, you get food poisoning like once a year from Fuego. Like it happens every year. Okay, people are like, it's fine. We'll just wait a couple days and then we'll go back. Okay. All right, so we're split on our tacos. Yes. Where's my In-N-Outs? Oh, for sure, that's an easy one. From Texas? Who's from? No, Virginia. Who's from Texas? You are?
Objectively healthier, but I will go to Whataburger probably more often.
Okay, yeah, but you prefer In-N-Out? Where are you from?
Texas.
Where?
Magnolia.
This happens almost every time. Okay, one, some of you are disgusted. Look, Mason can't fathom it right now. He's like, what? Are you taught you can't be from Texas and pick In-N-Out burger? Okay?
No, I'm from too. It's like,
It's breaking his heart right now. Okay? Can't stand it. This is always.
Our Whataburger sucks.
oh yeah.
They don't understand like how to do drinks.
I would just roast them while you're at it.
All right, Alex, no brainer, right? You're from Cali? Yeah, okay, so he never had a chance. Okay, invariably, there will be a Texan who picks In-N-Out Burger and will drive you batshit crazy. Even though Texas isn't, Whataburger's not owned by Texans anymore.
I didn't have either till I got here.
Never had either? Oh, yeah,
It was
being from.
objectively better.
Okay, all right, where do you go for fast food then?
I mean, I go to Whataburger more often, but
I mean, home, back home.
back home,
Yeah,
I don't know. Like,
you got nothing good.
there's nothing good.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I got nothing.
Terrible.
Chick-fil-A's better than both.
Chick-fil-A is better than both?
No. Whataburger's better.
Are we aligned in our thinking?
Yes.
Who's not had In-N-Out? Who hasn't had it? Has not? Really? Okay. So some of you have been there, still taking Whataburger. How many of you are taking Whataburger just because you feel like you have to? It's a Texas thing. You don't have a choice, right? Why, Kendall? Yeah. Okay.
It tastes like the heroin needles on the street.
What does? What?
It's disgusting.
You've never had fresh hamburgers before? You never had a fresh hamburger before? Yeah. Well, I mean, you eat at Dunkin', so your scale is pretty off, right?
My food scale's off, but like, I mean, In-N-Out's just it's California. Like, their fries are better. It doesn't get worse.
You know where their beef comes from?
I don't care. It's California.
Why do you think they have stores here? Because the beef's from here.
Yes.
Huh?
Just like the rest of them.
What?
So they're trying to invade just like the rest of them.
This is personal. He can't even objectively have a better hamburger, right? One that's fresh and never frozen. And when they make your fries, when you order the fries, that's when they make them. Now, you can split hairs on the fries. To be honest, probably McDonald's, which is a terrible place. Okay? Fries are pretty legit. Okay? I don't think I've had McDonald's hamburger in like 20 years. I'll eat the shit out of some Egg McMuffins, though. Okay. Learning, what'd you say?
Set on Ferdo.
You're what?
Ferdo movement.
Okay. Learning is exciting to me. All right. We'll see. One of you's telling the truth. Fair enough. School is challenging. This is where we start splitting hairs. Okay? It's not hard for everybody. Some of that's your major. Some of it's your work ethic. Right? The harder you work, probably the easier it is. Some of your major is very challenging. It's not that you're look. You all got into A&M. That's an accomplishment. Okay, it is not challenging for everybody. Some people, it's a lot more challenging than they thought it would be. Right. My education is preparing me for the workforce. I hope it is. Yeah, you better. Okay. Unsure. Yeah. Why? Why are we unsure?
Because I haven't been in the workforce.
Not sure. Yeah. Don't know. Right. Okay. Good. What else? What else we got? 15 years ago, were there social media managers? We're just guessing. And this is since the beginning of the educational system. We're preparing you for jobs that don't even exist yet. You guys are going to go do things that haven't even been developed yet. Okay? Because something else is going to come along and somebody needs to do it. So it's always interesting when, look, you juniors, seniors, you guys will start to get, the closer you get to graduation, I didn't realize this happened as much, but you get a lot more guest speakers in your classes, and they'll come talk to you about what the workforce is like in your career field, right? You starting to see more of that this year? Probably you especially, okay? I didn't think that happened as much, but the closer you get to graduation, you'll get more of that, which is a good thing. But employers love to say that you guys are not being prepared for the workforce. Love to say it. We don't get the tangible skills, blah, blah, blah. We don't get the soft skills, et cetera, et cetera. For you in particular, you're living in a laboratory of leadership. You get to live the core every day. Lucky you, right? But that's literally the thing. This class, they call them soft skills, right? To me, it's the hard stuff. It is hard to lead people. It is hard to work with people, okay? I can make you an accountant, engineer, teacher, all that stuff. It's much harder to make you an ethical person, a leader, right? That is harder to do. So don't put up with that when employers say that, because I disagree. But it's one of their favorite things to do. My education has benefited from being in the Corps. Who said no? Okay, why, James?
I think that I've kind of invested too much of my time or my commitment into the core, kind of focused on that too much last year instead of focusing on school and education.
Okay, so your education suffered a little bit because of the extracurricular stuff?
I think so. I think I kind of overcommitted myself
Okay.
to the core last year, and that kind of my grades kind of took a dip because of that.
Okay, Laura?
Same. Like my freshman year, it was like my GPA dropped because I felt like I had to learn the calculus before I did the homework.
Okay. All right. Who else? There's a couple more. One more. What do you got?
Pretty much the same as other gyms.
Okay. For those of you who said yes, why? What do you got? It's everybody else. Kennedy?
Keeping me happy, more organized, and getting things done faster.
Okay, cool. Sophia?
I was saying it offers like a structured day, so you have times to do things.
How many of you joined the core? What do you got, Declan?
I get a lot more help. It's a lot easier to get help from upperclassmen.
Yeah.
Buddies.
Yeah, I would hope so. Like, I mean, I hope you took advantage of that, especially your freshman year. Right? Maybe you're nervous too, but talk to a head in your same major. Be like, dude, I need help. I don't know what I'm doing. Right?
Yeah, so like I was on the Warrior, then got my freshman year like joining a fraternity with my friend out doing the core. He's now on academic probation, and I'm doing okay, so it's like I think I made the right choice. Plus, like you're just surrounded with like good people, though, you know, like motivating people.
Even though they like In-N-Out Burger?
I mean, minus them. But
Okay, all right. Fair enough. Okay. Who else? Good. How many of you joined the core because you needed that structure and discipline? Like you were worried about failing out of school or partying or too much. That's a really admirable thing to know at 17, 18 years old. Honest to God, I admire the fact that you guys realize that, hey, if I don't do this, I may have a problem. Okay, and you made a choice to come here. That's a huge selling point to me when you're being interviewed, in my opinion. Right? And everybody thinks, I think we've talked about this class, you've been to away games and people thank you for your service? Yeah, because they all think you're going to the military, right? But 60% of you aren't, right? That's a huge thing to tell. And do people from Virginia, right?
Yep.
Do they have any idea what the core is?
No clue.
No, and you got VMI there, right? Which is similar. They might have a slight clue.
That's kind of weird, but yeah.
You think they say the same thing about you guys?
Oh yeah.
Okay. There used to be, pre-COVID, there was an exchange deal. I don't know if they still do it, but seniors could go to like VMI
I'm
and
trying to get it back up again.
Citadel. Okay, cool. It's pretty interesting when you guys go do that. Yeah, I hope it has. Okay, hopefully it has. Good. You guys are taking advantage. But all that is distinct to tell people when you're applying for jobs and internships. Explain to them what it is, because they won't know. The Corps has benefited from me being a cadet. Really? How? 15 of you said true.
I think in a general sense, like, the core doesn't have to be like the entire student body here. It can be your fire team, it can be your squad, it can be.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
Like, you're kind of a mentor, you're a coach to these underclassmen, and you're helping bringing them up in this environment. You're doing the things that your upperclassmen did for you, good and bad. And I think in a way like that helps. I mean, not just in a way. I mean, that helps develop them to be kind of that next generation.
Okay, cool. I like it. Who else?
The people underneath me, sophomores, freshmen, they're getting better.
They're getting better because of you?
Not just me, but I know that
This is about you.
it's not just me, but it's.
It's trying to be humble. Yeah, okay. I'll take it. I'm picking on you. I'll take it. Who said false? Why? There's three of you. Where's my fourth? Who else said false? False? Okay. Why?
I mean, it's a large organization. I feel like it's gonna keep going with or without me. So, I really.
Okay. James?
Same sort of thing. I haven't done anything outstanding to improve the place or, destroy the place either, so.
Okay.
Kind of like the last question, I could have gone either way, but I lean more towards false just because, yeah, I do have an individual impact on some of the people that are around me, but as a whole, it seems
Hold
to
up. If you have an individual impact, what do you mean? So you got one person that you can impact, right? Or a couple?
That's right.
Are you making the core better?
I guess so.
In my opinion, you are. Right? Some of you think, I'm not in charge, I'm not the core commander, I can't make a difference. If you got one kid that you can make better, are you improving the core? I would say so. don't minimize the impact you have on people. Rest of your life, I don't care. You don't have to be CEO to make a difference. Right? It doesn't matter. If you make a difference with one person, you're improving that organization, in my opinion. Right? Don't underestimate your impact that you have, especially the underclassmen. Just seeing and watching you guys. Right? Everybody wants their boots. You got to go ways to get them, right? Then you wear them for 9 months and never again. Okay? Don't underestimate your impact. Good. You should respond without hesitating. Okay. Some of you told the truth. All right. There's a lot of no's for cadets. Huh? So when you got asked to campo when you're an underclassman, did you just say, hold on, I need to think about it for a second? How'd that go over?
Just say anything.
Just lock up? Stand there? How'd that go?
Concentrate for a little bit.
Okay. Who said yes? Who just responds? Okay. Really? Quiet, Angelina. Who's just slow? Looking at you, Mason. You're like the last one to finish. Who's worried about? You're just kind of slow, like naturally slow. A couple of you. You worry about it? Don't. Okay. Most of us listen only with the intent to reply, which makes you a shitty communicator. You don't have. Listen. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies. If you're talking to a guy and you're telling him what's wrong, do you want us to fix it, or you just want us to shut up and listen? Just shut up and listen. They know how to fix it. As a dude, we're like, well, I don't understand the problem. Just fix it. Just tell her to stop being a bitch, or whatever it is, right? Okay? No! They don't want us to fix it. They know how to fix it. Just shut up and listen, okay? It's not hard. But most of us respond without hesitating. Most of us just say shit. Here's what's real dumb, too. You ever like lost a pet, okay, or a grandparent, or you didn't make the team you were trying out for, whatever, and you're telling somebody, you're bummed, you're sad about it, and they're like, oh yeah, well this happened to me. Does that help? Does that ever help? You'll be like, oh, I'm sorry that happened to you. I was trying to tell you the shitty situation that happened to me. Okay? It's never the same. It's never the same. Okay? If you lost a pet, that's your pet. You don't give a shit about someone else's pet. Okay? Now, you're trying to relate. I get it. Okay? But sometimes we just need to listen to understand. That is a hard skill. That is a hard thing to do. And for you guys, you're trained to respond. Right? You expect fish to respond. Right? It's a hard thing. Those who are actually like stop and consider it and think about something usually have pretty good answers. Right? All right, what else? Willing to listen to us. See, no, you're lying. All of you are lying except for one of you, because you just said, well, I guess 4 or 5 of you, all right? So we're doing okay. I'm willing to listen and understand new ideas. Statistically, no, you're not. No, you're not. Okay? Most of you are a product of your parents and your environment and all that good stuff. You get pissed off at people who like California food, okay? You're not willing to listen and understand new ideas, right? Statistically. This isn't just you. This is everybody everywhere, all right? This is why we have CNN and Fox, right? We're going to get the – Lois is cringing already, okay? You're going to get the information that you want to get, right? You ever been in an argument with somebody and they make a good point and you're like, oh, that's a really good point. I should think about that. No, you don't. You just get mad and say stupid shit. Right? You're stupid, and then you walk away. I showed them. Right? You ever send a tweet and be like, I changed the world? No one gives a shit. Okay? Or you respond to one. Okay? Somebody says something. Well, I think the opposite. Ha! I'm awesome. No one cares. All right? This also, statistically, is really hard to do. We don't listen to new ideas very well at all. Okay? Just look at our football coach. Student, I'm confident when I'm doing A&M. Okay, good. A lot of you are. That's a good thing. Okay, who said no? Why not? What do we got? Jimmy? Can't even wear the right shirt.
Yeah. I could be a welder.
Okay.
I don't want to be in school anymore.
Okay, so unsure about major, what we want to do in life. Who's not sure what they want to do in life? Okay, a couple of you. Okay, Kenny, what do you got?
Oh, I was just gonna say I wasn't sure because I'm a TA and because I made all the kids fail. And it was like really, really easy. My roommate's not even a geology major passed it, so I'm just sure that I'm just not good at teaching.
Okay, we'll figure it out. It could be that you're learning still how to teach. Right?
Possibly.
Yeah, could be, all right? Or it could be that they're just lazy pieces of shit.
Well, I mean, in the PowerPoint, I like bolded all the answers, so.
Perfect. Okay, good. Who else said no? Yeah, why?
I don't know what I am doing here.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. How many of you just came to college because that's what you're supposed to do? Yeah? Okay. How many of you are like, well, I just joined the Corps because dad or granddad did it? Yeah, few of you. Yeah, usually never had a choice. Who's got a family full of Aggies? Never had a choice, did you guys? Couldn't go anywhere else. Yeah, okay. It happens, right? How about the yeses on here? Who's feeling good about things? Yeah, why? What do we got? Why?
So I'm a sport management major. I work in the athletic department.
Uh-huh.
And it's like all the stuff I'm learning in my class is what I'm doing. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Enjoy it. I don't feel like I'm truly working. I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing.
Okay, good. All right, who else? What you got, Jane?
I'm finally in classes where I'm actually doing stuff that I can see myself doing in the workforce and enjoying. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do as a job, but I at least enjoy what I'm learning here.
Okay, good. Kendall, what do we got?
Phasing has given me so many connections in the field that I'm studying, which is something that I love that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
Okay, good. Most of you, hopefully, your classes get better as you get further along in your career, right? Yeah, and academics. They tend to get better and more useful. The freshman weed out thing, I don't agree with at all. I think it's a terrible practice. It happens all over the country. All right, we give you really hard classes freshman year to try to weed you out after we got you here. I'll fix it. Just give me some time, okay? I don't know if you believe me, okay? I'm confident I'll succeed in the workforce. Wow, that's a lot of yeses. Considering there's a handful that don't know what they're going to do. All right? Who said no? Kendall? So you were like what we're doing, but we're not confident we'll succeed.
It's very competitive.
Okay, fair enough. So's every job, right? Believe it or not. Good, I'll take it. Life after college. Everyone got this wrong. It's way worse. Never leave here. This is as good as your life will ever be. This is the most. Well, I'm in the Corps. It sucks. I have to do PT and I eat at Dunkin'. It's way better. You don't have to cook. You're in shape. Okay? You got a bunch of friends, right? You get to go to crappy football games. Watch your team that was supposed to be really good lose. Okay? I'm hurting you today, aren't I, Laura? Yeah, sorry. Okay? Everyone got this wrong. It's scary. Yeah, it is scary. Who thinks, well, I'll just be done with school and I'll just have to work and that's all and it'll be awesome? Who thinks that? Anybody? James? Okay, yeah. No, it sucks. Okay? It gets harder because then you start having responsibilities, right? Who wants to have a family? You're screwed. You have to be responsible for things like a mortgage and children. We know you have them. You have to keep them alive. Okay? We know that you took that child home. It's really hard. Okay? And they're terrible. Where are my engineers? Oh, you guys are screwed. Okay? Kids are not a math equation that you can just solve. They're really, really complicated. Sorry about that. Don't marry another engineer. Just terrible parents. Terrible. Not really, but it's hard for you guys. Okay? Passive aggressive. Okay, good. Some of you told truth. Okay, this tends to be, I won't call you out. Statistically, this is a female-male thing. Statistically, women are more passive aggressive when it comes to resolving conflict. Okay? What's the next one I have to remember? All right, we'll come back to that. All right. Now we'll get to it here in a minute. This is another question about conflict, so we'll come back. As a future parent, yeah, okay, fair enough. So we want to have kids, but we're pretty sure we're a little unsure about it. Yeah, you're not going to be good at it at first. That's okay. Neither were your parents. Turned out all right. Hang in there. Too selfish to have kids?
No.
Sophia? Outstanding. Okay. Parenting is an opportunity to screw a person up from scratch. It's awesome. Okay, no pressure. All right. Good. Okay, guess what? Here's where you're wrong. Okay? Because 7 of you, only 3 said false. 7 of you said you're passive aggressive. That's a terrible way to resolve conflict. Right? It's a terrible way. And here's the thing. Okay? If I go up and I tell Stone, Stone, I don't really like you. What do you think about that?
Okay.
He doesn't give a shit. Doesn't care. Guys are dumb. We don't care. We'll give each other shit all the time. We'll get genuinely mad at each other. Next day, now we're good. All right? Women, we like, you live with somebody, okay? Boyfriend, husband, whatever, okay? And be like, are those your socks? You know they're my socks. Just tell them, pick up your socks. But you drop hints. And what do we get it? Nope. We don't have a clue, okay? We are really simple, stupid creatures. You know what we think about all day long? Nothing. Nothing. We can think about we can think about nothing all day long, and it is glorious. Okay? Women, you have web browser, and there's 25 browsers open. And they're all running at the same time. Am I wrong? Okay, and we have no idea what to do. Okay, we don't get it. We're very simple. But in the workforce, okay, so if you go to an interview and they're like, tell me your weakness, you'd be like, oh, I'm really passive aggressive. Don't ever admit to that. If you are, this is something you need to work on. And look, this is social media. We're not supposed to communicate this way. You ever been in your car, somebody cuts you off, and you say horrible things to that person in that car? Okay? If you're in H-E-B and a little old lady does it in her grocery cart, are you going to say the same thing? Bitch, get out of the way! Like, no! You're never going to do that, okay? That's social media. We say things because we don't see their face, and we don't see the reaction and the repercussions, right? So this is hard. This is hard. But I tell you, I can come up to Stone, and I can tell him, hey, I don't like you, fix your shit. And be like, oh, okay. Now I know where I stand, all right? If someone is passive-aggressive towards you, call him on it. Walk up to Jimmy. Be like, hey, heard you said some shit. You don't like me? Why? They'll be like, call him on it. Be direct. Be polite, but be direct. Okay? Who likes themselves? Who likes themselves? Yeah, right? Pretty awesome. Okay? You should like yourself. Wes likes himself a lot. Okay? No one should dislike you, right?
No.
Guess what? People do. Yeah, right? He knows it. He's fine with it. Okay? We'll get into that more this semester. Right? That's what we're working on. Okay. Judgmental and non-regs. Yep. Most of you are. Okay? Fair enough. Judgmental of other outfit. Yes! You're horrible. You don't even like other cadets. You're terrible people. You think they're aligned in their thinking? You don't even like each other. Okay? Now look, this is a personality thing. It happens. We're from different places. We like different things. We have different interests. Right? But how many of you have met people from other parts of the country or other cadets from other parts of Texas? You're like, God, this person's okay. Right? You become really good friends with them. All right? Yeah. Okay? Hopefully that's happening. We are super judgmental. And guess what? You're being judged too. People are always watching and judging you. Okay? Now, whether you care or do anything about it, that's on you. Right? But people are always judgmental. Again, this is in the workforce too. You don't even like people in your own outfit. Terrible people. Okay? Yeah. Why? How many's got an old lady they don't know very well, or maybe fishier? You got somebody you didn't know very well? Okay? You got an old lady. You ever see them do something? You're like, dude, what are you doing? They're doing weird shit? Yeah. So are you. Okay? They're looking at you and be like, dude, why? What are you doing? Okay? We're all a little different. We all have things we like, things we do, and we just think it's normal. How we grew up, whatever. Okay? Everybody's very different. Generally resistant to change. Okay, now we're telling the truth a little bit. Yeah, you are. Some of you, that's exactly why you're in the Corps, right? You like the regiment, you like the routine. How many of you handle it well when it gets disrupted? You get a last-minute curveball. Don't like it, right? Why?
That's not the way it's supposed to be.
Okay, but did you say you generally accept new ideas? No. Okay, good. We're on the right track then. If you said you generally accept new ideas, but you don't like it when things change, I'm not sure we're congruent there.
Well, I accept good ideas. But
Who determines what's good or bad?
Me.
Why you?
Because
Where are you from?
Juleberg.
Nobody there knows anything, right?
We know everything.
Exactly. You think you know everything, okay? That's a problem.
we don't know a whole lot, okay? We have to figure it out. Your determination of what's good is bad is not the same as James and James, okay? Might be, might not be, right? But if you're deciding what's good and bad, doesn't mean you're right. Make sense? Now you think it is.
But it is right.
But yeah, only because you think that, right? The guy who's wearing midnight's the only one in class, okay?
I look better than everybody here.
Argumentative. You still have your face. Okay? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just picking on you. Nervous or scared to learn something about my own weakness. All right. Okay. Most of you are good. Fine. Like, yeah, I'm screwed up. I'm okay. Or we're not. Everybody's perfect. Okay. Fair enough. Prefer the path of least resistance. Okay. This one actually matters in life. When things are easy, they're not as valuable to you. We think, if it's easy, I'll get it done. If I can get by on skirting by on this test, or maybe I can cheat, then I just get the grade and I move on and I'll be okay. When we actually have to struggle for things, it means far more to us, right? You don't always identify it. Sometimes, things are hard, but they're worth it. They're fun. Who likes running? Who actually likes running? Okay, you've been running and things just feel good, right? Sometimes, and sometimes it's a struggle. But you got to get through those bad runs to have good runs. Okay, no different than any other element of life. When you have to work for it and you have to earn it, it genuinely means more. It genuinely means more to you, whether you realize it or not. If things are easy, they don't mean as much to you. It's not as valuable. Right? We're going to get through the rest. We're all doing okay. Love to find news. Everybody? Okay. All right, that's good. Again, engineers tend to like this. Good. But you didn't always do this as heads. Right? We didn't always do this. We just did what we saw before. Right? Did the same shit. Even though freshman year, you're like, I'm not going to do it this way. And sophomore year, you're like, I'm going to do it exactly that way. Okay? So recognize that. That's a good thing. Cheated academically in some way. Good. Yep. An Aggie does not lie, cheat, or steal. And I lied on the previous question. So you did two things that an Aggie does not do before 9 o'clock this morning. We cheated and we lied about it. Good start. Good start. Okay? Yeah, that's typical. You're not alone. All right. Awesome. Fun. Yeah, all the above. Yeah, good. Okay. Wes, thought you'd just go with good looking. No?
I hit the all the above button.
Nice. Good job. Okay. Yeah, that's most all of us. All right. Good. Waste of time. Good. One person told the truth. Fair enough. Liars. All of you are liars. Okay. So what do we take away from this? What do we learn? Yeah. Right? 22-ish, 100 people. Everybody wears khaki sometimes. Right? Think we're all in line. We're from different parts of the country. We like different burgers. We like different tacos. Okay? Everybody's an individual. Everybody's an individual. Sometimes it's hard to remember that in your day-to-day, right, and all the crap you have to do. But yeah, what else? What else do we take away?
Dr. Payne's cheap.
I'm cheap?
Yes.
Why?
Because he's in used
Yeah, bro, I'm not paying for it. Okay? I don't get paid a whole lot for this. I'm sure somebody in A&M has an account. I can't find it. Okay? This is the same thing. What? Rude, man. Okay, what else? What else we take away? Anything? We got time left.
Or judgmental.
Extremely. Good. Okay. What else? And you're not alone. Everybody is. Just be aware of it. What else?
I need to confront those paradoxes in myself. Really, some of those things, like saying, like, oh yeah, I totally accept your ideas. And also, like, hate them. Stuff changes.
Okay, yeah. And look, Laura, you like this one. If you're conservative, watch CNN. If you're liberal, watch Fox News. See how long you can go. Just start shaking, right? Screaming at the TV, okay, for no reason. it's probably good to know the other side of the argument. It helps you understand your side of the argument. Most of us don't do that. And it's not just politics, okay? Ideologically, we can have a single line of thinking. Most of us do, right? But challenge yourself. See if you can recognize it, okay? Okay, so this week, a little bit extra. We got to get through the, jeez, quitter, God, making fun of me and doesn't know what he's doing and mad about everything, okay? We take it step at a time, be okay. We got to get through all the constraints, okay? So the reading will be similar, just 2 more chapters. You don't need to reply to others, but we got to get through the constraints because there's 10 of them, and then we'll work through that. So this week, too, you also have the ILDP, but only a little bit. Fair enough? Don't ask too much of you guys. It's a little bit more this week, but it's not too bad. Just give me a good effort, okay? So this is what it looks like for 380, different than last semester. All right? We're going to do, and I'll email it all to you or post it, right? First, respond to this question. Last year, if you had 281, it's okay if you didn't. You can just think. You've likely had experiences over the past several months that have caused you to reflect and grow. Who are you here and now? Okay, so self-examine for any discernible deltas, that means changes, and evaluate them. Sound good? Please give me effort. Don't write 3 sentences. Right? That's not sufficient. Explain it to me. All right? This is a chance for you to talk about you. Be thorough. All right? And then we're going to do sections 1, 2, and that's it. Okay? So 3 questions in here. Right? We're working on intentionality and identifying areas of improvement. Question 1. Describe a significant leadership challenge you faced during the previous semester. What specifically made this a challenge for you? How did you handle it? What was the outcome? What changes will you make this semester to improve in that area? A lot of you guys in 281 last year talked about white belt apathy. Are you seeing it this semester? Yes, you are, because you're now juniors and you're like, I'm cruising. Okay, so the thing that bothered you most for the last 2 years, you're now guilty of. And I'm generalizing. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. But give us some thought. Please give me effort in these questions. Explain it to me. I don't know what happened. Be thorough. All right? And actually proofread. Doesn't take much. Spell check is not proofreading. Okay? Sound good? Can we do it? Not too much? Cool. All right. We're done a few minutes early. Go be awesome. Have a wonderful week.